December is Universal Human Rights Month, and we're taking a look at local organizations and how they promote the importance of human rights for everyone, regardless of who you are. Now, on your side, Adriana Hargrove joins us now from the newsroom. You spoke with a couple of organizations. So, Adriana, what are they saying about the importance of human rights?
Well, Ken, a key point these organizations made is that not enough people are educating themselves when it comes to topics specifically about race, sexual orientation, gender identity, and human sex trafficking.
Bias-based incidences continue to escalate. Attacks against the LGBT community, anti-Semitic attacks, attacks against undocumented people.
According to justice.gov, in 2021, 64.8% of victims were targeted because of bias towards race and ethnicity. 15.6% involved incidents related to sexual orientation, 13.3% involved religion, and 3.6% involved gender identity. This is the reason why members of the Dr. Jesse R. Peel LGBTQ Center in ECU continues to educate.
I really do think, if people can learn to understand each other, that mitigates the bias and the harm done to others.
Tracy Klein is the executive director of True Justice International in New Bern. She says there's still many misconceptions when it comes to human sex trafficking.
I think, number one, a lot of times people think that, again, it's happening in other countries or it only happens to certain socioeconomic groups of demographics of people, which is untrue.
Klein says the following groups are more prone to becoming victims of sex trafficking:
Indigenous women, of course, African Americans, lower socioeconomic status people, LGBTQ. These are obviously higher likelihood and higher vulnerabilities. And yet, in those populations, we're not seeing enough help.
Klein believes more needs to be done in North Carolina when it comes to those who solicit.
Laws going after the Johns, and criminalizing them as traffickers. And that would be one way that we could do that, because they are, right? They're buying, they're facilitating it. They should be criminalized as traffickers, not just a slap on the wrist for solicitation.
Now, for more information on the Jesse R. Peel LGBTQ Center on ECU's campus, and for more information on True Justice International, visit WNCT.com. In the newsroom, Adriana Hargrove, 9 on your side.